Nah, I'm joking.
What? I will clash this thing. I will clash this thing.
Welcome to another episode of Sneaky Beaks.
I'm Biz.
And I'm Obi. And today we have another special one. Guess what? There's another Nike review.
Another night review. No, joke. Yeah, we've got another Nike review, but this time it's one of Nike's best-selling trainers of all time. Not even one of, it is Nike's best-selling trainer of all time. But this time they've come a little bit different. You know, they're always trying to kind of outdo themselves, outdo the competition. And for me, they've done it again.
What do they call it? Is it vintage or second-hand stuff? They call it upcycling. So it's Nike's version of, this is a classic that is still current, but they've done a little to make it.
Bro, you hit the nail on the head. It combines the past, present, and future. These are the Nike Air Force One Type 2. Look at these bad boys.
Jeez!
Look at that.
It does look clean. Very, very clean, these trainers. Or sneakers for our American friends.
Call them what you want, man. But, you know, Air Force, you know, you can't go wrong with a pair of Air Force.
You know what? I don't have a single Air Force One in my collection.
Serious?
Which is strange.
But have you ever had?
Never had Air Force Ones. Never had Air Force One.
Wow.
But these ones definitely look very clean. Very clean. I like them. When you gave me a call and said, "Look, I'm gonna get a pair of these," and you showed me them, I thought, yeah, I have been looking at them. I didn't buy them, but now I'm seeing it now. Boy, I'll have to be twins for a minute.
Well, there's other colours, you know, bro.
No,
You don't have to
that
get
one
the white ones.
that one looks crisp. Boy.
There's other colours. So just a little bit of history.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can see that there. You see that, the N354. So basically it's a new line from Nike. And what they're trying to kind of showcase is their experimental nature. So you're going to see as we go through the trainer, you know, especially on this side, which we'll talk about later, it's almost like a prototype. It's almost like the stage before you finish the trainer. I don't know if you can see that properly because of the light. I might put it on this one.
So you're saying it's a concept type shoe,
Yeah,
trying to
it's
show
almost a concept.
what they can do with an
Exactly.
original style.
They're almost delving into, they're letting you have kind of a sneak peek into what they do before you see the final product. They're kind of showing you what's inside the trainer.
So I've noticed that with Nike that they're using a lot of different materials and having a different ethos when they're approaching trainer design.
Yeah.
So like the React 55 element, the material is a bit more thinner, using this type meshy type material. You have the React 270, which we reviewed before. So take a look at what we said before about the React 270s.
Yeah.
And then got the current, which only was released a few weeks ago, which is the new Max 2090. So again, that's using some a conceptual type material, different style, bold designs, you know, just to give it that edge.
Yeah, so I'll be honest, my initial thought when I first picked them up, not even picked them up, sorry, when I first saw them on the website, I was like, whoa, because you know, our listeners will know, I do not buy white trainers. The closest I've got recently is the blue 720s. But I saw these and I
Blue,
just thought, nah, nah, nah.
blue, blue is close to white.
Exactly. That's the closest I've been. That's the closest because usually, obviously, most of my trainers are black. But I saw these and I just like, nah, 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 nah. These look cold. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna have to come out my comfort zone. I just thought, yeah, I'm gonna cop these.
I'm a,
So obviously,
I'm partial to a white trainer or two. I always
yeah,
think that's definitely a staple in everyone's cupboard is a white trainer when you just need that clean
yeah.
look. So
I've got no clean. I've got obviously white and blue, white and red trainers, but all white pair of trainers. Actually, I don't know if you can see on camera. There, it's actually three. It's white on white on white. So you've
triple
got.
white,
Say again.
triple white.
Yeah, triple white. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's almost like a cream, like a light cream. The laces are a light cream. You've got the white leather, and then you've got like the transparent color as well. So there's almost three different whites. And when I first saw them, you know what they reminded me of? Virgil's off whites.
Oh yeah. No, I can
You know
see that.
he's done a collaboration with Nike, the 10,
Yeah.
where he's taken some classic Nike trainers and then obviously done them up with his off-white style. And that's what they reminded me of when I first saw them. How
Yeah, I
about
can
you? 'Cause
see
obviously,
that.
I hollered at you and said, "What do you think of these? What did you kind of think when you first saw them?"
Verdict was out. I wasn't sure whether to get him or not
Mm,
because I've never had an Air Force One. I've seen plenty of people, girls, boys, wearing Air
yeah,
Force Ones. I always appreciate it, but I always felt that it was a big clunky shoe, even
um,
though it had a simple design. If that
mm,
makes sense. So I just thought it was a wide word. Some of these shoes, trainers that are coming out now, or sneakers that are coming out now, are a bit more slicker, less material. So I always thought that. But when I saw these, I thought, oh, okay, this is different. This is not the same Air Force Ones. I did like the touches, and we'll go through some of the touches. And then my boy Biz, man, copped it before I made that decision. But to be honest, seeing it now, it's definitely a good look. Definitely a good look. So I'm liking them. I'm really liking
yeah.
them.
Just get them in another colorway, please. Uh, it's all love, man. So let's talk a bit about the trainer, a bit more about the trainer. So obviously, because you're over there, I probably will say a little bit more. I know you've seen them, but obviously I've got them. I've got them to hand. What strikes me when I first saw them was obviously the strap. And I don't know if you can see the strap here. And what's brilliant about these, which you won't get on any other Air Force, is it's actually connected. So it actually comes off. Yeah, it comes off, and you can actually pull on it. So when you pull on it, it has some wiring which goes all the way across the trainer and down the other side. So if they're a little bit too tight or a little bit too loose, you can actually pull the strap and make it kind of snug to your foot. And you've never ever had that with Air Force before. The other bit I like about them is the tongue. I don't know if you can see the detail on the tongue. They've given you a cushion tongue and it's cream as well. So it actually stands out against the leather of the trainer.
I have to say, the tongue is my favorite part of this trainer. I like that dimple look. Again,
Yeah.
that's a nice touch. Love that. Love that.
I think if I was designing the trainer, I would have actually put this part here on the outside, if that makes sense. You would
Okay.
usually find the tick on the outside, but what they've done, they flipped it. They've put it on the inside, it's transparent, and then on the other side, you've got the N354 on the outside. And that's totally different. They've just kind of totally flipped it the other way around.
I like those touches. It's almost like they've hand stitched a lot of stuff. They wanted to go with a handmade type look,
Yeah,
and
and handwritten as well.
I think the logos are actually handwritten. So
Yeah,
that's someone physically writing N354. So they went into a lot of detail with this trainer to revamp it, bring it back into current, even though it's a classic. Don't get me wrong. So them
yeah,
beboppers, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying I don't like him. I have got a pair, but I'm saying that they kind of brought it forward and moved it along a bit more. So this is current. Another thing about these trainers is if you look at the front, the toe area, you can see that it's got an oversized rubber material on top of it. And if you look at the print, that print goes back to the 80s, sorry,
70s
the
and 80s, 70s, 80s.
yeah, inside the shoe boxes. So they used to have these stripes or this pattern, geometric type pattern.
Squares. It's
Yeah,
like
so
squares and
yeah. So yeah, so it's more like the geometric type pattern or isometric, whichever you want to call it, which was on the boxes. So again, this is a nod to that. Nike thought of this well, and they wanted to make sure that they brought some of their history forward with the trainer. So it's actually just reminding people of the era that it's come from. So a nod
that's
to
man.
Nike.
And I think I said it. I think I said it earlier, isn't it? That's where they've kind of infused the past, present, and future.
Yeah. Let us know what you think of these Air
Yeah.
Force Ones. They're still being sold, so
Yeah.
they're still about. Still about. Where did you get?
£120.
So where did you get these trainers from? Where do you get these?
I believe I got mine from Foot Locker, but at the moment they're on Nike. I think they've just restocked because on Nike, I think they were kind of selling out fast, but they're back in stock on Nike. Foot Locker, they only have certain sizes left.
It seems like it's a very popular trainer.
Yeah,
Again,
they went like hotcakes. When they first came out, they went like hotcakes. There's a few other colours as well, so we'll put on the screen a couple of the other styles and the colourways that you can get.
let us know which colorway you think is the best colorway. Obviously, I like white as well
White
as.
on white. All
But
day.
there are some other colors which are actually you'll think, okay, they don't look too bad. So let us know what you think. Say which one. Comment below. Also, we'll put in the description a link to the Foot Locker site where we've got these trainers, and I'll put a link to the Nike site as well.
It's funny. It's like I buy most of my son's trainers, but I'm starting to like some of his styles. So he's got not these trainers, but he's got Air Force. He's got the black high tops. He's got the low tops, the white low tops.
Yeah,
I know it's starting to annoy him because we're starting to get similar trainers, but I've seen him bust them with nice grey tracksuit bottoms with a nice grey top as well. What else would you wear them with?
This one is versatile, and a lot of people have different styles. I've seen people wear classic Air Force Ones with suits. You know,
Yeah, that's
so
bro. I've seen them at weddings, bro. I've seen people at weddings busting them. A silver suit with white Air Forces, bro. So
well, this is it. Back in the day, that's a fallacy. People will get killed. It's a fallacy. But these days, with streetwear fashion, they're mixing and blending, and Air Force Ones is a staple, and people have used that to, keep that street or that casual look,
yeah.
even though they're trying to be smart. But Virgil said that streetwear is dead. I don't know. Let us know what you think.
Definitely not.
He's trying to say streetwear is done, and we're moving on.
The reason why the reason why it will never be dead is because people may not want to admit it, but a lot of the influences come from the streets. 100%. No one can argue with that. A lot of the influences come, and without the streets, you wouldn't have seen a lot of the designs and ideas that you see today. You wouldn't have seen it without the streets.
I don't think it's done. The reason why I don't think it's done because the streets will always be the streets.
Yeah, exactly.
We are influenced very marginally. We're not influenced a lot. We usually have our own style, our unique style, and we will keep our unique style. We might evolve, but we will not dismiss and move on. So you won't see that people on the streets just busting suits, going back to evening suits. We're not going to do that. You understand? We're always going to keep it casual. You're always going to keep it.
When they go to court, you see that, bro. I see them go to court. That's great.
But boy, I'm not saying nothing there, man. But you know what I mean. The streets are always be the streets. So I thought it was an interesting thing with Virgil. He's kind of saying that streetwear is moving on now. It's been there and done. Moving on to something else. So it's interesting. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if he's had enough. And this is a topic that maybe we can talk about.
That's what I was going to say, because his whole style combines the combines it. So what's he talking about? Doesn't make sense.
That's how he started. But he has been working with the Louis Vuittons and so on. He's
Yeah.
always had roles in those big couture houses. Don't get me wrong, he's had that.
Yeah.
But he started from streetwear. But I think what he's saying is something along the lines that it's not going to be so prominent like it is now.
So obviously the question on everyone's mind, cop or drop? Well, for me, 100% cop. And I'm going to look out for the next kind of N354s, Air Force type that they bring out, and I might cop those too. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I think we should just drop it, man. Nah, I'm joking.
What? What? I will clash this thing. I will clash this thing.
Nah, definitely. I think this is worth a cop. It's definitely something that, whether these type or Air Force Ones in general, I definitely think that this should be a staple. And to be honest, I need to correct my wardrobe with by getting an Air Force One. So
Yeah.
I think it would probably be these ones.
Same color.
It will be cream.
That's so good.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you can. You know, we're trying to build on this, trying to give you content, trying to give you an understanding from a UK point of view, the type of trainers that we have, that we like. We do have influence from America. Don't get me wrong. We're happy to take some of the American culture, but we just want to establish that there's UK culture as well. And Air Force, yeah, some of these trainers are American trainers, but you know, you're seeing how we do it.
We make it British, man. We make it British. You know, these styles, Nike, you know, yes, they come from other countries, like obviously the US, etc., but they make them for the world. Because they make it for the world, when we cop them, we put our influence and our ideas into what we wear, how we wear them, what we rock them with. We make it our own. So, you know, you do the same. Buy a pair, rock it with whatever you feel like. Make it your own. Own it. Make it your own. Own it. That's what I say.
So thanks for watching once again. I've been Obi.
I've been Biz, and this is Sneaky Peeks. Peace.
Take care. Thank you. Bye.
Peace.
So, you know, if anyone's interested, just let us know. Sorry, I need to cut that bit. if anyone's interested, then that's you know.
Then go, yeah. Don't come to us. Go, yeah.
We're not sellers.
We're not sellers, not yet. But yeah, that's like we got to look at still. There's money in this.